Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a tutorial on this matte blush cut crease. I've already done my client's brows, and today we're going to be using the Nudes palette by Juvia's Face. I love these pigments, I love these shadows, they are everything. We're also going to be using the Warrior 2 palette. I love this palette too, this is one of my favorites. Look at these colors, you can just do so many beautiful looks with these colors. So first we're going to start out with the color Yoded from the Warrior 2 palette. It's like a brown shade, and we're going to just blend that in the crease, going in patting motion so until we get a smooth finish. And then we're going to go in with the color Kufuru. It's just a darker brown from the same palette, and we're just going to blend that in her crease. Then we're gonna go in with a flat brush and with a very light concealer. This concealer is like maybe 4 shades lighter than her. But we're gonna go in, and this is how I like to do my cut creases. I kind of just like to tap in the crease and create the shape that I like, and then I go in and crisp it out later. This has been the easiest way for me to learn how to do a cut crease. Then we're going to go in with this pale blush shade from the Nudes palette, and we're going to tap that all over her lids. This is going to be like a base color. I am going to put a different color on top. Then I'm going to put the color Dora from the Warrior 2 palette on her lid to give it more pigment and make it look, make it pop more, because that pale blush shade from the Nudes palette was just a little too light, and we wanted to pop a little bit more with that blush color. So we're gonna blend that on top of that color, and so it can look seamless. Then we're gonna go back in with the color Kufuru, the darker brown, for her outer crease, and blend that into the Dora color. Then I'm gonna go in with the black matte liner from NYX. And here I'm just putting her lashes on. These lashes are from my line, which will be available soon. So here we're going to cut the crease on the other side. I just wanted to give you guys a different angle. I'm going back in with the same light concealer and the same flat brush, and I'm carving out her shape by just patting it and getting the shape that I want, and then I'll go back in and perfect it later. Here we're gonna go back in with that same pale blush shade from the Nudes palette. Here I did a little something different. I added the color Zazz from the Warrior 2 palette because I wanted it to be a little bit brighter on the inner corner. I did go back in on the other eye and add a little bit on that one as well. And I'm gonna go on her outer corner with the color Kufuru, just like I did on the last eye, to blend out that blush tone. I will be adding mascara to her natural lashes to blend them in with the falsies. I definitely did that off camera. I apologize. I'm going to go in with this white liner from LA Girl and just put it in her waterline on both eyes to make her eyes just pop. Here, I had already moisturized my client and added milk of magnesia to her oily areas to prevent her from being oily. And we're gonna go in with the color Punta Canta from Juvia's Place. I love this foundation. If you can tell, it's just blurring out all her imperfections. And I'm just gonna use small patting motions to pat it and push it into the skin, because I find that when you swipe foundation or when you swipe the brush, it can leave streaks. So when you go in and take your time and use these patting motions, you can get a more flawless finish. This brush is from Morphe. I'm not sure the name right now, but I will definitely have it in the description box. It came in a set and they don't have like numbers on them or nothing, so I'll have to look that up and see. But this is literally one of my favorite brushes of all time. As you can see, like, it's just blurring everything out to perfection. This brush mixed with this foundation is life, literally. Then I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Tan Sand, and I'm gonna just use a flat brush so I can carve out the areas I wanna have the concealer. That way I feel like you have more control of the area to blend properly, if that makes sense. I'm gonna highlight underneath her eyes, down the bridge of her nose, on her cupid's bow, her chin, and her forehead area, because those are the areas that I want to project. And the way that you highlight and contour is when you highlight something, you project it. When you contour, you're pushing it back or making it smaller in a sense. Then to contour, I'm gonna go in with the contour stick Katsina from Juvia's Place. I love this. Guys, make sure that you're sanitizing all your products if you're going to put them directly on your client's skin. I definitely use alcohol and then wipe off my cream products every time I use them. I'm going to contour her nose, her forehead, the hollow of her cheeks. Now guys, this doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to blend it out anyway, but I do like to use a brush to just carve out the areas that I know I want to blend with my brush. Then I'm gonna go in with a clean, damp beauty blender. And guys, make sure that your beauty blenders are damp. It just makes the whole process so much easier. And we're gonna push the product in my client's skin and just melt it into her foundation. And we're gonna go in with a brush later to blend out the contour areas. But for the highlighting areas, I like to use a beauty blender always. Then I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques brush. I love this brush. I've been using this brush for years. They come in like a pack of 3. It's usually a big one, a smaller one than this, and then this size is like the medium size. But this is like one of my favorite brushes to blend out the contour of the hollows of the cheeks and the forehead. go in with the Morphe M433 brush to blend out her nose contour. This is my favorite brush for that because it gets right into those areas without making it look messy. And then I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender to blend her highlight into the sides of her nose contour to make everything look seamless. This is how you get that snatch nose, ladies. So I didn't realize my camera wasn't recording when I added her translucent powder. So basically the translucent powder I used was the Anastasia color in the color banana. And now I'm just going in with the Black Radiance palette, the medium dark palette. I'm using the contour shade that's in that palette. And then I'm gonna go in with the blush from Juvia's Place palette called Zane. So instead of dusting the translucent powder away, I like to push it into the skin with the foundation powder that I used, which is medium dark from MAC, the Mineralized Skin Finish. And here I'm just spraying the Luminous setting spray from Morphe. I think this is new, but I really like it, guys. They have a matte one too. And oh yeah, I think I'm gonna add the matte one on top because I like how it looks together. And then I'm gonna go in with my same beauty blender that I used on her face and blend out and push everything into her skin. This is what makes everything look so seamless. And then we're gonna go in with the Royalty 2 highlighter from Juvia's Place and just have your client smile a little bit and put it right on the apples of her cheeks. That's how I get my highlighter to pop. It's a little tip for you guys. Then I'm gonna go back in with that white pigment from the Warrior 2 palette called Zazz that we had put on the lid earlier, just to make her inner corners pop and make the whole look just stand out more. And I'm gonna go in with the BFF3 liner from Colourpop. This is one of my favorite liners because it's not too dark for like a nude lip. For someone who doesn't want their lips to just be dramatically lined, it's the perfect brown. Next, we're gonna go with the Fortune Cookie Lip Gloss from NYX. This is one of my favorites. I know you guys have heard about this color and everybody's wearing it. It's bomb. And here's the finished look, you guys. Doesn't she look so bomb? Like, this is one of my favorite type of looks to do. I love matte eyeshadow looks because it's just photographed so well and it just looks so nice on any skin tone, any skin type. And here goes to me just taking pics for the gram. I'm gonna leave my Instagram in the description box and all products I use. Go follow me, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know if you like this video. Talk to you later.